Usyk a little bit, but he hasn't vacated his titles yet. He's obviously buying a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Can you envisage that he keeps those titles and boxes at cruiserweight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's undisputed champion at the moment. So the minute he vacates his titles, he's no longer the undisputed champion. So it has only been a week and a bit. I think he's probably sort of wallowing in that success and that title and that newfound profile that he has coming off the Tony Bellew victory. I still think he'll move to heavyweight, because if he doesn't, who are the fights? And really, I see probably two fights, and that's Andre Ward and Adonis Stevenson. Ward is retired. Would he come out for an Usyk fight? Who knows? Adonis Stevenson is at light heavy, but talks about moving to cruiser. Could be a big fight in the US market.
Lebedev is one that told us yesterday he would take it.
Lebedev is one that's a big fight in Russia, but he's got to win against Mike Wilson. So all these things, but ultimately I think if he talks about the likes of Joshua, he needs to move into those realms of opponents and size sooner rather than later. He is 31, so he's a spring chicken in terms of miles on the clock in the professional game, but he's good enough to go on and mix it with those top heavyweights now. And you look at the opponents for Usyk at heavyweight. I mean, Jarrell Miller, Dillian White, Derek Chisora, Adam Kanaki, Luis Ortiz. There's so many fights for him at heavyweight that he could jump straight into, and he will always have a skill advantage over all those guys. He'll have a big size disadvantage against a lot of those guys, but that's what's going to make it so compelling. Back to the days of Evander Holyfield, he was a genius. I mean, his size compared to the others, but he made up for it with skill and heart. And Usyk's going to have to do the same thing, because to beat these big guys, he's going to have to do what very few have done before him. And Holyfield's a great example of someone that was able to do it. But how many have gone from undisputed or unified cruiserweight champion to undisputed or unified heavyweight champion? Not many. So it'd be on a very small list, but that's what he wants to do. He's focused to do it. And I see Usyk being in some major heavyweight fights in 2019.